your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything you like. It's your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything you like.
This is for you, Aquarius. February is the month of the angelic frequencies of the gemstone of Amethyst. Your birthstone is Amethyst, Aquarius, so also, because this is where we have a correlation between the month and your particular gemstone for your birthday, or your birthstone. So what we need to do is see how these two gemstones resonate with each other, and so what you're going to be doing while other people are combining things, you're going to be, potentiating your amethyst frequency. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. To contact me, you can visit my website at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with all the information that you'll need to gain knowledge about how to obtain one of our spiritual consultations, our psychic astrology, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars. Now, February's gemstone of Amethyst has the light emanations of the astrology archangel Cambriel. And your zodiac sign gemstone of Amethyst has the properties of light bestowed by the zodiac archangel Cambriel as well. So again, you're going to be attenuating, you're going to be going up a notch, because you're going to be adding extra amounts of this energy to any kind of visualization, any kind of willful action. Any willful action is an act of magic. Okay, so any kind of if you're trying to potentiate with the month, and you're adding to your own birthstone, then you're going to be locking in quite a lot of this kind of energy. And amethyst is very nice, a very nice energy, so it'll give you quite a lot of happiness and properties of healing and that kind of thing that we're going to get into. So stay right here as we give you the gemstones also that are particular to not only February and also for Aquarius, but also your ruling planets is very important, because you can add those as well, and that's really going to give you quite a powerful mixture. And these planets, your first ruler is Saturn, and your second ruling planet is Uranus. So Aquarius, you need to go ahead and understand that you can mix these in ways that will be of great benefit to you. Okay, now Aquarius, blue sapphire, amethyst, and lapis lazuli are the precious stones used to align oneself with the energies of the planetary angel Cambriel. And Cambriel is assigned to the planet Saturn in Kabbalah. Planetary archangel Zadkiel is also associated with Saturn with the purpose of angelic names applying attenuated light frequencies that correspond to this Lord of the Ring planet, generating substantial, though restrictive levels of bestowal through law, adulation, and acquired possessions, as well as property. So be very mindful of your own intentions and potency when utilizing these very powerful gemstones in unison one with the other. The planetary angel Cassiel, also associated with the archangel Zadkiel, is assigned to the planet Saturn and the Sephir of Binah in Kabbalah. Among the order of the Aralim, this attribute of God is evoked using the God name of Yahweh Elohim, or Yud Kei Vav Kei Elohim. The representation of this aspect of the divine presence is seen in the ability to reveal and conceal, regarding the principle of double concealment taught in Kabbalah, where Saturn and Binah represent the outer robe of concealment. The concealment spoken of refers to the forbidden facets of the Creator, which become attainable when the intention of the magus is corrected to serve always the Creator, to justify the Creator. So you reach a form of constant bestowal, which, in other words, you don't exist, because all you are is you're caring for everything outside yourself. You don't exist anymore when you reach the state of the Creator. Semblance of form is sort of receiving for the contentment of the Creator, but when you really have a situation where you don't exist, and you're only bestowing, because bestowing is when you don't exist. If you only bestow, you don't exist. You reach sort of a Ein Sof R, no thing, no space, no time, yeah? So that's why they said God doesn't exist. Well, that's true because God is only giving. So how would you notice? Because something only exists when it receives. Now, the planetary angel Cassiel, associated with Saturn, is known as, the planet Saturn is known as the lawgiver, found in Genesis 2:16 to 17. And he commanded him, saying, of every tree of paradise thou shalt eat, but of the tree of the knowledge, of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat, for in what day soever thou shalt eat of it, thou shalt die the death. Now, Uranus is the second ruling planet of Aquarius, having associations with the gemstones, aventurine, labradorite, and also blue topaz. The planetary angel Ariel, with an A-U-R-I-E-L, it was similar to Uriel, but this is Ariel, and you're an air sign, you're fixed air. So, but Ariel, A-U-R-I-E-L, is also associated with the archangel Uriel and is assigned to the planet Uranus in popular Kabbalistic association. But Uriel is also an angel who resides over all the earth signs. Now, and who resides in the north for earth coordinates, but rather resides in the south for celestial coordinates. All right, now the placement of the planet Uranus, and thus its Kabbalistic correspondences upon the tree, varies widely, and therefore the assessment for where to place the archangel, we would place the archangel, angel, and divine name, and the Sephirah. Those are going to vary among ancient and modern sources, many of which have quite a bit of merit, actually. Some place Uranus alongside the prima mobile in the Sephirah of Keter, and that's assigning the name of Aheye, the archangel as Metatron, and the angelic choir as Cheoth HaKadesh. So the divine name Aheye, archangel Metatron, and the angelic choir as Cheoth HaKadesh, for Keter, the prima mobile. Now, other sources place Uranus in the Sephirah of Chokmah, while still others assign Uranus to the invisible Sephirah of Da'ath. So different orders and different, some are associated with Golden Dawn, some are associated with the Rosicrucian order, some are associated with the law of Selima and Crowley, and there are different. Some are very strictly more Hebrew, some are more strictly Christian, some are more, there's so many. All right, now, but you can find associations that actually, agree, so, that there's a place of agreement always. Now in 1 Enoch 10, then said the Most High, the Holy and Great One spake, and sent Uriel to the son of Lamech, and said to him, go to Noah and tell him in my name, hide thyself, and reveal to him the end that is approaching, that the whole earth will be destroyed, and a deluge is about to come upon the whole earth and will destroy all that is on it. And now instruct him that he may escape, and his seed may be preserved for all the generations of the world. It's the Book of Enoch by R.H. Charles from back in 1917. Now, Uranus is known as the attribute of God from the heavens, found in John 1:51. And he saith to him, Amen, amen, I say to you, you shall see the heaven opened up and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. This is similar to Jacob's ladder, the angels ascending and descending. Your guardian, your air guardian archangel, Raphael, who resides over all the air signs, speaks to you from your Aquarius astrology archangel Cambriel. And Raphael, the archangel, resides in the east for earth coordinates, and for coordinates that are celestial, you can find Raphael, the air archangel, as being in the west. Now, this angelic horoscope is going to be given to you from the Aquarius zodiac angel Cambriel, specifically for you, Aquarius, and that's the water. He resides over the water bearer's fixed air nature and those attributes. And these are his messages we're going to give you now in the areas of your love, money, and health. Okay, now first, I'm going to give you Cambriel's love, rapture, and romance transmission. That is, of course, with the help of the Archangel Raphael and the other angels that we mentioned as well, who are planetary associations. And you notice there's some overlap, yeah? Yeah. So anyway, so Cambriel's love, rapture, and romance transmission, the purple angelic light frequencies of Cambriel combined with immense vitality, oscillating forth a considerably vibrant, luxurious light show from the gemstone of Amethyst, improves your relationships, bringing you a very privileged reputation. This permutation of Zodiac Angel Cambriel's natural 11th house attributes, in addition to your own Aquarius energies, brings you an overflowing amount of first-rate friends with the traditional zodiac sign of the water bearer, because of the delightful properties of the gem, which distills happiness through an enlivening of the heart chakra, permeating into the physical world via vivacious expressions of the root chakra. Regarding Cambriel's money and wealth transmission, finances become available through successful business innovation made possible with scientific economic theory applied during the such an astrological progression where Aquarius's birthstone of Amethyst, as well as the gemstones of your ruling planets of Saturn and Uranus, that being blue sapphire and aventurine respectively, then applied to February's zodiac gemstone of Amethyst, unites astrology archangelic forces known to Cambriel and Zophiel, sustaining your relationships and your reputation for advantage in obtaining your ultimate career or your field of study, whatever that may be, whatever career you've chosen for yourself. The foundation of spiritual enlightenment is found within the self and is projected outward towards the periphery of the monad, which is described in Kabbalah as everything considered not self. The root chakra is established in a cheerful environment with February's gemstone, allowing you to pour unlimited happiness into the world. In this way, you provide pleasant experiences for yourself and for other people as well. For Cambriel's health and fitness transmission, again, this is in combination with the energies of the Archangel of Air, who is Raphael. Health focuses on strengthening the root chakra and the lower legs, best done through a healthy, well-balanced diet and moderate exercise as allowed by your selected physician. You will find the energetic frequencies of Amethyst, your birthstone, and the gemstones of your ruling planets of Saturn and Uranus, being blue sapphire and aventurine, respectively, mixed with February's zodiac gemstone of Amethyst. And that's going to invigorate and sort of stimulate the energies during this time, causing you to feel more like you want to do the things that you really already know give you a lot more energy. So, you know, if you know that, you know, going for a run every morning gives you more energy, then you're going to do it. That kind of thing. Your root chakra is deemed to be the most important chakra in some cultures, which consider that our familiar chakra arrangements and the configurations thereof are actually presented to us in an upside-down fashion. One should also keep in mind that although people should be treated fairly, we all think that everybody should be treated the same. Nevertheless, men and women are not the same in their anatomy, or of their body or their chakra systems. It's just not the same. Most ancient methods of building chi or ki in the body via energy pathways are based on energy configurations found in the male body. What males find invigorating and stimulating, females often find very draining, and vice versa. Therefore, you've got to know your own body really well, and you've got to trust yourself. Keep in mind, though, that some males may have many female astrological characteristics, such as water and earth attributes in their astrology charts, while, on the other hand, conversely, some females might have male characteristics due to strategically placed fire and air elementals that are going to be presented in their birth charts. Now, also, you add to that the astrocartographic considerations. You've got to also bring these to light for a complete revelation of inner characteristics now coming squarely into view. Now, before we get to your meditation, your Aquarius Divine Tone meditation, we'd like to give you a taste of some subgroup classes of two of our classes. First, the Kabbalah class, and second, the Merkaba or Kabbalah classes, tomato, tomato. And the first part, this is from the Kabbalah. It's sort of a higher stem of the Kabbalah class called, that we've developed, who is God and who is the Satan, or the Hasatan, the adversary. Now, so first, God is the ego brought to its fullest expression and then objectified for use by the soul towards achieving a higher state of being and a more expansive, integrated consciousness. Now, regarding Hasatan, or Satan, the adversary, is the ego brought to its state of least expression, where all desires are denied, subdued, and restricted due to subjective survival, contracted, really, and recoiled and isolated consciousness. That's very reptilian. So we have the high consciousness of the crown chakra, which is Keter in Kabbalah. The crown chakra, it's the God consciousness, the higher mind. And then that's Keter, and then we have Malkut, where we have the reptilian brain. We have the survival, that very survival-oriented reptilian brain that we find prevalent in Malkut, where we're concerned about our physical survival. So we have, but also remember that Keter is in Malkut according to Kabbalah, and Malkut is in Keter, so one is in the other. So therefore, both are ways to achieve, maybe not to actually be the creator, but to achieve at least semblance of form with the creator. So you have, when the God consciousness, you've got a situation where you've got, you take the ego and you expand it unlimitedly, and then you objectify it, and then you deal with it and treat it as a creature. And that puts you in semblance of form with the creator, because it makes you the creator of this creature, rather than in a subjective format. See, Hasatan is the subjective format, where you take the ego and you diminish it, you diminish the desires, you diminish the behavior, and you make it subjective to it, so it's not objectified, so you're in it, you cannot see the forest for the trees. Then you have the state of Hasatan. So that's, but both would be ways to achieve semblance of form, really, because if you did it in that way. Some might enjoy one, and some might enjoy the other. But Keter is in Malkut, and Malkut is in Keter. Now, one could also take these integers in here, these phrases that I consider integers, and you could take those and you could mix them. You could take an expansive ego and you could make it subjective, or you could take a restricted ego and you could make it objective. And from doing that, you get the various angels and demons and the other chakras, or the other sephirah in Sephirot in Kabbalah. So this is how these calculations are. Now, there's people who are doing a lot more complicated calculations than I, but you get the idea. This is how it's done. Now, for the high our high stem of the Merkaba class, the Merkaba, a subgroup class we're calling the miracle, and it presents this way. This is just a taste of it. See yourself as so big. The job for which you are applying is easily accomplished the moment you step through the door. Envision yourself as so very powerful that a simple, well-rehearsed signature saves a forest. Know yourself as having so much integrity that all beings around you heal miraculously in your presence. You see, this is how an avatar who walks the earth and is able to heal everything around himself or herself, that is how it is done. The disclaimers in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed, and this is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes only. Remember to chant your divine tone of I know, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of knowing, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Aquarius. Thank you for joining us, and join us again next time.